your current fence dumber than a bag of hammers? Well, here's the Guardian GPS 2.0, a wireless dog fence and real-time tracker that's smarter than your average pup. Controlled right from your smartphone, and let's dive into why this gadget is your furry friend's new VIP pass to freedom. Welcome to the lowdown on the Guardian GPS 2.0 dog fence plus tracking, a brand new release and a smart way to keep your pup safe. At least we assume heading into this review. Now, whether you're chilling at home or road tripping with Rover, this GPS-powered collar is designed to ensure that your dog stays contained and in sight no matter where life takes you. Today, we're unpacking how it works, its killer features, setup secrets, field testing tips, subscription scoop, and a whole lot more. So buckle up, it's time to see if this collar will let your dog's freedom off the leash. So here's the deal. The Guardian GPS 2.0 uses dual frequency GPS, fancy L1 and L5 satellite signals to pinpoint your dog's location with precision. You open the My PetSafe app, tap a few virtual pins on a map, and boom, you've got a wireless fence, no shovel required. Now, if your dog gets too close to the edge, the collar dishes out a tone, vibration, or static correction with up to 10 customizable levels so that you can keep it chill or firm depending on your pup's attitude and behavior. Plus, the AccuGuard AI motion detection is like having a dog sitter in your pocket. It's real-time location updates, escape alerts, and tracking on demand. It's like your dog's got a GPS LoJack without all the spy movie drama. Now, if you're at all familiar with these smart collars at this point, then you pretty much know what to expect in the box. You obviously get your brochure, which has got reviews on it, colorful pictures and things of that nature. Then you get your guide, and this will walk you through everything, the setup process, warranty information, things like that. You know what it is. Then you also get a QR code on the bottom side of the lid, so you can scan and download the app on iOS or Google Play. And then here's the collar itself. They really trimmed down on the bulk over the first generation, which very much resembled an invisible fence. And then you get a magnetic charger here that slides right over the power button and has a 4-pin magnetic connector. And you can see in the back there, it takes a USB-C cable. Fortunately, in this little box here, it also has a USB-C cable, but it's got the USB-C on both ends. You also get your little charging block that comes with it as well, so you won't have to buy that separately. Everything's neatly packaged. I really like the premium setup. The box is a lot smaller than the first generation. As you can see, this is your USB-C connector here, so you don't have to worry about that. And of course, you get your little tool for removing the static shock prongs or putting new ones in. You got smaller size and larger sizes. Setting up the Guardian GPS 2.0 is fairly simple. You download the My PetSafe app, connect to the collar via Bluetooth and 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi, and follow the on-screen guide to drop virtual pins around your yard like you're planting a digital picket fence. You charge the collar fully with the included base, pop it on your pup, and start training with tone or vibration modes, whichever works for you. You can save up to 50 custom fences, perfect for vacations, grandma's house, or pop-up dog parks. Pro tip, steer clear of super dense trees or tiny lots under half an acre for the best GPS mojo. Your dog's safe zone is just a few taps away. I received the collar fairly early, before the full release, and the GPS was set in Vietnam. Now, since that's the production facility where my collar was activated and tested, customer service was excellent, and they walked me through a test process, though the tech on the line was worried about all the tree coverage on my property, blocking the signal, of course. Now, once the collar was properly reset from their end, no longer confusing Florida for Vietnam, the tech was very surprised and happy to see how well this collar was tracking under my tree coverage. Now, before we keep rolling, I've also noticed that we're getting plenty of views, but some of you hadn't hit that subscribe button yet. It's free, folks. $0, no hidden fees, just a flood of awesome pet content straight to your feed. Feel free to humor me and smack that bell icon real quick, and let's keep this show going. Now that you've hit that subscribe button, back to the Guardian GPS 2.0 goodness. Now, before you let your dog go full zoomies, let's talk field testing, because nobody wants a fence that flakes out. Walk the collar along your set boundaries to test the GPS accuracy. You're just taking your tech out for a stroll. Check the My PetSafe app for alerts to make sure that those tone, vibration, or static triggers are on point. Start training your pup with gentle tones or vibrations before bringing out the static big guns. Battery life, a full charge lasts up to 70 hours. That's plenty for a weekend of fetch. Simulate an escape, don't worry, just pretend to see how fast you get pinged and how well tracking holds up. Now, if you're planning multiple fences for travel or home, repeat this in a few spots. It's like a dress rehearsal for your dog's freedom. Nail it, and you're golden. All right, this should be really simple. Remember how I said that the tech agent on the phone was really surprised at how effective this was up underneath my tree canopy? Well, I actually have kind of a mixture. Right above you is wide open sky, and then just a little bit farther behind me is the tree canopy. Also, pay attention to the slightly translucent gray areas that surround the invisible fence that I built for this backyard that I put together on the app. Those are your buffer zones, warning zones, so to speak, and the collar should get or should escalate as you approach the invisible line. So when you're testing it, keep that in mind that if you're just getting the beeps and a little bit of vibration, you're probably just getting the warning. Now, if you cross over to the invisible barrier, or you cross over that invisible line, it becomes more, it's a solid tone and the vibration is much more intense. So let's check it out and see how well it works. All right, we're getting our beeps here. Like I said, that's your warning. Keep going. Long, solid beep. I know you can't feel the vibration, obviously, but the vibration is more extensive the more you move out. And one thing I noticed about this collar, you see it's returning back to the beeps as you get back. One thing I noticed about it is that it, kind of move it over here, it does tend to continue a little too long. Like I was standing right back here where I started the video and it was still going off. So the dog will need to come back quite a distance to make the collar stop. And that's where your training comes in. And that's why the training is so important. Teach your dog to stay away from those barriers. And if you have real small properties, this might not be the best collar for that because that barrier and the invisible line are so much larger, or so they seem, on a very small property. On very huge properties, 6, 7, 8, 10 feet, no big deal because you're dealing with acres of land. So that's something you might want to keep in mind if you're looking at this collar and you have a really small property, something that's right at a half an acre or less. Just testing out the waterproof feature here, making sure I get it nice and doused in water. And keep in mind that I'm going to do all my little outside testing and stuff after I do this because, I mean, honestly, that just makes the most sense at the end of the day. Sit, sit. All right, as far as fitting the collar, it's not very difficult at all. These collars are very much like most collars are, and they have just your traditional little loop mechanisms that you run through. And keep in mind, it is made of a slick kind of rubber material. So it could loosen up over time, especially if your dog does a lot of rough housing. So that's something you might want to consider too when you're buying these collars and feeling that material. It's very slick, so it can slide in these little grooves here and perhaps come off. Now, just as a heads up before you rush off and purchase one of these things, this collar does require a subscription to unlock the Guardian GPS's full powers. You'll need a subscription for live tracking and fence updates. It's $9.99 a month or $89 a year with a free month trial to sweeten the deal. You'll also need solid cell service and 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi for setup and updates. If you don't have a cell signal, the collar still holds saved fences, but live tracking and alerts take a nap. Got a pack of pups? One My PetSafe account can handle unlimited collars, but each dog will need its own subscription and collar. It's like Netflix for dog safety. Everyone gets their own profile for maximum tail wagging peace of mind. Now, the Guardian GPS 2.0 is yours for $349.95 down, 13% from $399.95, which is basically a high five to your wallet. You get $50 off. For that, you get virtual fencing, real-time GPS tracking, AI motion detection, a wire-free setup, a lightweight, waterproof collar, and unlimited custom fences. Plus free shipping and a 45-day love it or leave it guarantee. Makes it a no-brainer for keeping your dog safe. It's premium pet tech that's worth every penny. Your pup's freedom deserves nothing less. So let's break it down, pros and cons style. Guardian GPS 2.0 shines with dual frequency GPS that nails accuracy even around tricky trees or buildings. It's wire free, so no digging up your yard like a treasure hunter. The collar's lightweight, comfy, And it's perfect for most dogs with real-time tracking and alerts that let you breathe easy. If you've got multiple pups, one app will handle them all, but fair warning, live tracking needs a cell signal and each dog requires their own subscription. Dense forests might throw it off a bit, so don't expect miracles in a jungle. Overall, it's a smart, slick system for pet parents who want the best for their furry sidekicks. The Guardian GPS 2.0 Dog Fence Plus tracking is like a personal bodyguard for your dog. It's perfect for tech-savvy pet parents who just want flexible boundaries, pinpoint tracking, and zero installation headaches. Now, it's a game changer for medium to large yards, frequent travelers, or anyone who geeks out over cutting edge pet tech. Now, if that's you, this collar might just be your dog's new BFF. If you're ready to grab one, be sure to check the links in the description below. Hit like and subscribe for more pet awesomeness. Oh, and let us know in the comments, what is one thing you wish dog collars did better for safety? Appreciate everybody watching. Go give your furry friend a treat, and we will catch you in the next video.